Hello and welcome to this evening's episode of the Popcorn for Dinner podcast. My name is Ebuka and I'll be your host. And I'm joined by the two Nigerian variants of the Mauler twins, Victoria and Oseghale. Guys, how you doing? How's your day been?
I'm feeling good, happy to be on the podcast. I always do my skills of talking shit on the internet and being able to watch every show on the planet till 5 a.m. would come in handy one day.
Oh yes,
You do.
this is your first time. Welcome, Oseghale. We're happy to have you, and hopefully you join us for our entire coverage of Invincible season two.
I'll be there no matter what.
no, matter, no matter what. Nice, nice, nice. What about you, Vicky? How are you feeling? Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't.
feeling. Huh?
No, no, nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, was it the Vic? Vic? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Vic. Yeah. But I was just gonna let it slide. But yeah,
Okay.
Vic's feeling good. Yeah, Osaka, you do watch a lot of contents. Like, you watch it all. I'm surprised you haven't been on the podcast sooner because
Hey man, it's just timing, time difference and
I
stuff.
don't know how you guys find
that's
the time,
true.
honestly. Even Banky.
Yeah, it's
It's
you
called
know.
addiction. That's what it is.
But yeah, how's everyone feeling? How's what's on the calendar, the TV calendar right now, guys? What's everyone
mm,
watching?
I was watching Devil's Plan, the Korean reality show thing.
I see.
It was really good. I recommend. And Gen V, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
Speak
yeah.
speaking of the calendar, Popcorn for Dinner, we've had like some really nice coverage over the last few weeks. We have episodes on Gen V, which Vic is watching and which I started, which is really good. A lot of people like the show. We've got episodes on Loki as well, which I watched episode one of season two of Loki, and 20 minutes in, I messaged Bankole and said, "Bro, Loki is so good. Like, yeah, Loki is really really good." And then we also have an episode of on Killers of the Flower Moon, Martin Scorsese's newest film on Is This Cinema. We also have an episode on the Taylor Swift concert movie, which was, us broadening our horizons. And Bankole and Priscilla spoke with the filmmakers behind the Hair on Set documentary, which is a documentary about the experiences of black men and women with makeup and hair on sets of British or the UK film scene. So if any of those sound good to you, go check it out. Follow the podcast because I'm very sure we'll cover something you're interested in sooner or later. But without further ado, let's get into Invincible.
Oh, but you didn't
So,
say how you're doing.
oh me, I'm great, man. Like I'm good. I've just started like a bunch of shows, and each one of them have felt really exciting. Gen V, Loki, and Invincible. I've seen one episode from each just to get myself ready, and I've been impressed. I felt really good about all of them. Can't wait to binge them all.
Lovely. And Osegale, what aren't you watching?
I mean, yeah, right now I'm watching Loki, Gen V, Invincible. I'm about to watch the third season of Upload also. It's an Amazon Prime show. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
It's pretty cool. Basically, the concept is like after you die, like you don't, well, you kind of go to heaven, right? But like not an actual heaven. It's a digital cloud space that your consciousness is uploaded into. But obviously, like since it's not the real heaven, right? Like there's classes and that shit over there. So like if you're broke, like you'll be in the broke nigga joint of heaven. Like if you're rich, then you'll be in the rich nigga joint, like type shit, bro. It's pretty
Fair
interesting
enough.
show.
Fair enough. That sounds good. Added to my ever growing list. Are we ready for Invincible season two? Were we ready? Actually, let me put it like that because we've all seen episode one. Were we ready for how episode one started?
Can't lie, I
No.
was not ready.
Oh god,
Like, I was so confused because my memory is really bad. So I
yeah.
rewatched season one and I watched the
Recap.
the atomic
Oh, the
Came or whatever Homegirls special that they did over the holiday. I watched that
yeah.
as well. And then I started the episode and
Huh?
I was like, me that did extra me that rewatched this thing. So I messaged like in the group chat, like, guys, SOS. I think
Everybody had that reaction. I
yeah.
did too. Like I kept pausing it. Like I paused it and went back. I was like, "Am I crazy?" And then went on like a 2 minute rant. Like these shows need to stop giving so much time between season one and season two. Because when did we get here? Like I was like, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I missed something. But yeah, I'm sure you guys were as confused as us at the start of. Maybe if
Yeah.
you read the comics, but I don't read comics and
Oh,
I've never,
yeah.
so I didn't know what was
And
happening.
funny enough, I didn't read the Invincible comic, but like from the way it started, I'm
Yeah,
like I've seen enough like shows to
shows. Yeah,
kind of see where this is going, but that didn't like shock me any less because I'm like, hey yo, like am I tripping right now? Like what's going on?
So initially, right, I thought he was trading. Like when that scene started, I thought he was trading
Yeah, with what's his name?
with the immortal.
With the
It wasn't
immortal.
Yeah,
until
Immortal.
Omni-Man came in, and I was
Yeah,
like,
then I was like, he
speaking of
killed this nigga
Omni-Man, man,
again.
that guy is so scary. I just don't
Bro.
know how they do it. Like they really know how to make it seem terrifying. Like
Yeah,
he
even
he
in
just
season one, he was actually quite scary from like episode one or two. That guy did
yeah,
not smile.
and it's
He was
just
giving,
he is too good at killing. So the boy, like, obviously, like soups are strong, and you expect him to have like he just feels too. The fights don't even last with him. Like nothing. nothing is,
Yeah, like he's there to do a job and
yeah,
leave.
as
Like
efficiently as efficiently as possible. Scary guy, man. But yeah, when did you guys realize? Like Osaka said, he realized kind of quickly. But when did you realize, Vic, that this was not what it looked like, or it was something else? Because I went from holy shit, what's going on, to oh, it's a bad dream of Mark, to okay, it's like an alternate reality.
I mean, I didn't clock the reality thing until we saw Portal Homeboy actually, and I was like, okay, okay. But first of all, I was like, what did I think? I was like, shit, have I missed some episodes? Like, what did I do? And I was like, these guys are gonna kill me because I started watching this an hour before we are meant to start recording. And I was like, Victoria, you should have done better. So I kept on watching. I paused after like 10 minutes, and that's when I messaged like, guys, I think I fucked up. And then you guys were like, no, no, keep on watching. I kept on watching. I also like stopped it and I went to go and check I was watching the right episode. Because I was
Yeah,
like, am
same.
I watching episode 9 instead of 1 or something? I was so confused. And then I kept on watching. And then it like transitioned back to like actual Mark. But it didn't say like, there was
Oh,
no, because I was expecting to see maybe like, I don't know, 5 years earlier, or I was waiting. I even went back to check. Did they actually say something and I missed it? And I was like, shit, okay, then maybe it was just a dream or something.
yeah.
Like, and then when we saw Homeboy explaining his plan to save the universe, whatever, and then he did the portal thing, I was like, okay, I see. I was like, wow, word.
I do wonder if that's something like they'll carry on throughout the season, like showing us a different reality where Mark is evil, because it was interesting to see because he wasn't as evil as his father. He was still trying to
He
sound
look, he
good.
looks happy, chef.
Oh yeah, he did look like he was finally living up to his potential, but he wasn't as evil as Omni Man. So I wonder if they'll carry that on throughout the season because it would be interesting to see like Mark being the hero we know and him potentially being evil. Because if you've watched episodes to the end, you know at the end that's what happens with Angstrom Levy. It's played by Sterling, voiced by Sterling K. Brown, which seems to be a villain of this season. But yeah, Evil Mark was interesting and very, very terrifying. There was a line in the first 10, 15 minutes that literally made me drop my jaw. And it was when he broke Atom Eve's neck. And Omni Man was like, so that's what you're practicing on those protesters last week. I was like, gee, I was like, practicing what on who? Duh. Yeah, Mark is it's scary to think that what would happen if Mark and Omni Man teamed up, and it's maybe it takes from it a little bit that they've already shown us that's an alternate reality. But part of me was thinking, oh, maybe this is like years into the future, and they're gonna show us how we got here. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I don't think so. They also mentioned right that like in most of the realities, Mark and Omni-Man do end up teaming up together, and I think that down the line in this season, that's going to play a big part in like whatever is going on right now, right? Because it's like clearly like we've not seen any other universe yet that like Mark fought Omni Man apart from this
This one.
present day universe that like is the one that we've been introduced to when the show started. So they could introduce like other Marks and other Omni Mans, right? And it's like that brings a whole new dynamic into the show because that's like endless possibilities. Because Armstrong's ability to access dimensions as we know right now is like there are no limits on that power. So I'm
Yeah.
very interested to see how they're gonna like put that into the story for this season.
Speaking about Angstrom, like Osega has already said he's excited for what his powers could bring to the show. But why is it that like smart people are just they're just so bad at perceiving risk? Like I could tell you without like I'm not good at math, but I could tell you from just looking at that his plan and the chairs that shit wasn't going to work. That it was a recipe for disaster.
But my thing is like, okay, he was like, we're going to like get all the knowledge, whatever information, we're gonna save everybody. Cool. They were about to kill Mark. One person. One
Yeah,
as in literally one person.
true,
And he
true,
just like destroyed
true,
everything. He was like, I don't want blood on the bro. If you had
true.
just like relaxed and just I mean, obviously I'm not advocating for murder or anything, but if you had just let him, calmly pass
But
into the next realm, you would have been able to acquire all this knowledge, save all these people. You could have brought a Mark from an alternate universe to come in here, or cloned a Mark like the Blue
exactly.
Bros do. I just feel like he's not
Everything
really a what did he say he was?
he's
He's
not as
not.
smart as he thinks he is.
That's
Yeah.
one thing. That's one thing, right? Apart from most of these like geniuses not being as smart as they think they are, is also when they go on this kind of like multi-dimensional projects, it's always based on ego and hubris. Because at the end of
Yeah.
the day, right, it's like he even said it, he's like, oh, he's going to be like Prometheus, bringing the knowledge of the different universes together to help our own planet. And it's like, my nigga, you just a dude, bro. like, like, what do you think? Like, you're only looking at the upside of this. There are so many
Yeah.
downsides to this because
Exactly.
he brought a collection of other versions of himself from like, all over the universe. Like, he didn't even speak to them. He was like, you know what? Let's just get into this chair thing and you guys just give me your memories. It's like, bro, because the mother twins literally asked him, they're like, yo, why didn't you just talk to them?
So and
Exactly.
and
and
that actually makes sense when you put it like that because you saw at the end why he's now going to be a villain is because like he said in all those other universes Mark is evil, so almost everyone else sees Mark as evil. He's the only one. So now because he's taken all their memories, personalities, everything, now he's going to be haunting Mark for the rest of the season.
But I was even confused because okay, that actually makes sense. Because I was thinking like, why is he blaming Mark? It's literally your homeboy that like decided to destroy everything, and then he was trying to save Mark. So I was like, what do you mean you're gonna get revenge on Mark? What did Mark do? Mark was trying to just stop it all. He was about to die. Y'all said no, and
That's
then
That's the thing. In every other universe, Mark is evil. So to him, he's like,
mm,
or to 99% of the voices in his head, it's like, okay, we have to kill this guy. And if we have the power to do it in a universe that doesn't have Omni Man, then let's. Mark just cannot escape. When the episode got to that part and they started decking him, I was like, wow, okay, so we're really back. I was like, sorry
it was like
yeah.
it reminds me of Deku from My Hero Academia when he first tried to figure out his quirks. This guy was getting beat the fuck up, and I was just like, "Yo, it's so distressing to see," because I'm like, "Homeboy, you need to be training now." Like, I mean, your mates are doing training stuff. Like, you need to get it together.
yeah, and
Mark
and
was just.
that's like the crux of Invincible, right? Like it's clear that like the way this season started, right? He's gotten a lot stronger and he has improved like his handling of his powers. But it's like this nigga still gonna get his ass whooped. Like it's unavoidable. Like he's an ass whooping magnet. And it's always going to be spectacular levels of ass whooping. Like, bro, at first, like when that fight started, I was like, okay, bro, like, wow, this nigga been in the lab, like he's been putting in work for real, like. But then it turned the tires, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, like, this is just his fate. Like, he can't avoid his ass whooping. It's like it's just part of him.
But you know one thing that shook me, in the very beginning when it was still like Evil Mark, whatever, and he was
Yeah.
doing the PSA thing, and he was like some, because I'm invincible, and he actually said invincible,
Said
and normally they like
Invincible.
cut it out. I was like, ah, I was like, we're in a new dimension or a new era or something, because this guy can actually say his name in this show.
And it happened again when the
And
guy
that
It
was
was
speaking
happened,
to
yeah.
Ciso, yeah, and he was
I
like,
was like,
"We need
wow. I was like, wow. So this is really upgrade. Like,
Mark has grown up, or he's trying to grow up. I guess we can say it like that.
yeah,
But I don't know, man.
because
That guy is going through it, man. Like,
bro,
fucking hell.
woo, woo, it's the son of the police.
hey man, you can edit that out. You'll be good.
I'll try. In season one, right, this guy had to deal with not having powers for a long time,
hmm
and then he got the powers, and he realized his dad hated him, and then now in season two, he has to deal with his dad basically calling his mom a pet, and then his dad beating him
Yo,
half to death, and then his dad using him
yo,
to kill so many people. Like Mark's mental state right now, I do not envy that guy, man.
shambles.
Like he will break. I think he will break at some point
No,
this
for
season.
sure. Because
No,
He's
when I
bro.
just
rewatched, I don't know, because I like binge season one again. And then I was just deeping like all the things that happened to Mark. Even that time when he was in the office thing, and then all those like that lion creature thing like beat the fuck out of him. And Eventual was in the air just watching. I said, wow. I was like, wow. And I
he
even
went to
forgot about
hospital.
I
Yeah.
forgot about the subway scene where he like used his head basically to just mud. Yo, this show.
No, Mark is going through. See, Mark is in a very, very dark place right now. Like,
He has
first
to
of
be.
all, he has PTSD and survivor's guilt all wrapped up in
Yep.
one. And apart from
Yep.
that, he also has a lot of bottled up anger. So like he can literally explode at any time. And I think that's also going to be one of the main themes in this season, right? Because even when I was talking to Sisu and he was like, "Oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not my dad," and he smacks the table, and
Table,
Sisu
yeah.
just looking at him like, "Nigga, get
Please.
some help."
Oh god. Yeah.
So
Mark suffering, Debbie suffering. I don't even know if how much we'll see Omni Man, if at all, this season. At least our version of Omni Man. I don't know when
mm.
he's gonna show up. But imagine, I think he's gonna show up in like the last episode or the second last one, and they make us wait another how many years for Invincible season three.
Do you reckon?
What was everyone's favorite like character from season one? And like, what was your favorite thing about season one that you're hoping to see more of in season two?
Mm.
That's a good one. I would say probably. I mean, I might be biased after the Atomy special, but I would say like she was actually one of my best characters from
Really?
season one. Yeah, because if you notice, like Mark was on this like, oh yeah, I'm a superhero, all this, and she's like, guy, you do realize that this is real life, right? Like, like people's lives are in your hands. Like everything you do is gonna be like such a big deal, and there are going to be times that you can't save everybody. And it was crazy because his thing was really different, right? Because her parents were basically still trying to control her life, and she's like, "Bro, I have all the power in the world, literally, and you guys are telling me I should sit at home? Like, it doesn't make sense. I can literally control atoms. Like, I can do so many things to help this world. I don't even have to live with you guys, but I'm trying to build this broken family relationship dynamic." And she's juggling all that and still trying to help Mark at the same time, which
Mm-hmm.
was so crazy. And like to be able to do that as a character that is already struggling on her own, I was like, you know what? This is a real one. Like, and obviously, like her powers are broken, bro. You know what it is to control atoms. Like,
Yeah.
bro, she can do anything. So she's actually one of like my favorite characters in the show. Even like now, this season, like now that she's like, living on her own and just instead of doing superhero work, she's focusing on like humanitarian stuff. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see how that's going to play out this season because obviously at the end of the day, the Guardians and Mark like are definitely going to need help because
Those
I
niggas
even
suck, bro.
bro,
I'm
they
so
suck
sorry.
so bro, they suck so bad. They suck so bad. Like I was watching, I remember like during the episode when they were fighting that guy, Caesar was just looking at them and you could see in his eyes that he missed Omni Man. Like he's just like these kids suck, bro. Like they suck so bad. And it's like Cause once Eve left, because Eve was obviously like the best in the team and whatever, but like so once she left, those guys fell apart. Like they were not even together already, but they even fell apart more. So it's like, and it's clear just watching them, and it's like, and the fact that this robot guy has a new body isn't helping matters because he's just experiencing human things for the first time, like fear and
Guy
things
was
like that,
experiencing.
bro. So it's like they are cooked, man. They are so cooked. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
But
No, Eve
at least,
suffered though. And that's season one. Even her boyo, he went to go and do shower fling with Miss Multiply. And he was like,
bro.
"Oh, it doesn't mean anything." I was like, "Yo, nah, Eve's
Oh,
different."
I even forgot about that. That was insane, man. that
Yeah, no, she's actually going through it. She has tried. She's
was
definitely one of my
insane.
faves as well.
Oh,
Yeah, but Robot Guy,
oh, robot.
I would be
You
like,
like
why would I don't know why of all the people I've gotten the name of the annoying what is he auburn headed guy that
Rex.
just
Rexplode?
throws
I
yeah
fucking hate
Rex
that
yeah
guy, bro.
why of all the bodies I mean okay like the whatever animal babe likes him the beast babe likes him or he thought that she had a crush on him so he like what stole his DNA and I'll be so offended I'm like bro
That's actually insane
it's
when you put
intellectual
it like
property
that.
you didn't ask me for this
When you put it like that, it's actually insane.
it's crazy
I
but
wonder
who's
what's
your
gonna happen with
favorite.
him. Me, I love
Mhm.
Omni Man, and like I love the
It's going to
Viltrumites.
the
Yeah, man. I can't lie. The way you said that was kind of scary, bro.
Very.
No, I'm so sorry because it's like I loved Omni Man, and when they showed us the Viltrum Empire, I was like, oh, I'm so ready for these guys, man. I'm tired of getting a taste. I just want the whole load. Let them come and destroy Earth. I'm ready. And the fact, I think once I found out at the end, like towards the end of last season, when people read the comic, they were like, Omni Man isn't even the strongest. Might not even be top five. I was like,
He's not
I
top
I, I,
five.
I need to
Yeah,
see these guys
apparently.
in action, man. I,
Wow.
I need to see these guys in action. But I forgot something really big, and I was like, I unironically love the Mauler twins. Like they, every time they come on screen, I just love their chemistry and I love their wits and their brains and brawn. They're like should be stupid by every trope. They're not. So it's very refreshing to see. Who voices them? I wonder who voices them. But I like their. I don't know who voices them, but I like their voice.
Right. It's literally who is the twin? Who is the clone rather?
Yeah, who's the
Exactly.
clone? Like you would know this if you. So yeah, it's a. I really like when they're on screen. Unfortunately, the scene ended and there's only one of them still alive. Which maybe I'll like him less now. There's only one of him. Probably
I
will.
feel like there's a good life lesson to be learned from the Molar twins. Yeah. All
Okay.
the times when they have helped people, how did it end? In absolute tears. Therefore, PSA to everybody:
Stop
no more
helping.
helping.
I am
If
not
anyone
a
asks
helper.
you, nah. If they ask
No
you for a
more helping
favor,
is
say
crazy.
no. I'm not capable. I'm not available. I don't have the capacity. I don't have the
You
facilities.
you cannot be more than what you are. When you're bad, just stay
Exactly.
bad, man.
Because they were
Yeah,
chilling
facts.
in prison peacefully, oh, and they were
Yeah.
broken out what twice. Hmm.
Yes. To do
Yeah.
something.
To do what they ended up not being able to do. It's
That's,
tough. It's tough.
but did you guys watch any of the trailers coming into season two?
No.
Yeah, I did. I think I watched all of
'Cause
them.
I watched one of the teaser trailers and I was like, that's probably one of the most excited a trailer for a TV show has gotten me, and I don't even know why. I couldn't pinpoint it, but yeah, I feel like this show can go to some really good places.
Hmm. Because of Bankole, I stopped watching trailers. I was
Why?
like, let me just be surprised.
Oh, fair.
Fair enough.
I barely watch trailers now, to be honest. Like
Mhm.
just because I think it's partially because there's too many, and secondly because it's like yeah, the whole surprise thing. Like let me just go and watch it because there's almost too many trailers these days. Movies have like 3, 4 trailers before they come out. You've already seen everything. It's yeah.
Exactly. I want to be surprised.
I mean, I watch like one. So I most times I watch like the main trailer. Sometimes
Hmm.
if
Yeah.
one alternate trailer drops, I might watch it, but I have to watch at least one trailer. It gets me hyped up.
Vic, you said you watched season 1 of Invincible.
Hmm.
Apart from
I mean, I hope we all
Rexplode.
did.
Oh, I didn't rewatch it.
No, I didn't
You said
rewatch
you
it. I didn't
rewatched
rewatch
it.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Apart from Rexplode cheating on
Uh-huh.
Atom Eve with
Hmm.
2 and 3, Is there anything from season one that you forgot or was a nice reminder that actually happened?
Um, I had forgotten. I mean, not necessarily a nice reminder, but the things I forgot, like there was one guy, one rock dude who was like in the hood, and our boy decided to help him out. That's what led him into the whole like that office where he got like beat the fuck up. And then at the end, the rock homeboy like moved into the office. I completely forgot about that. That he moved into like the place, and he left him for dead. He was like, "Sorry," like he didn't say the game is the game, but basically the game is the game. And then he dipped. And then obviously, Invincible got carted off, and um, yeah. I also don't know how he managed to pull a bad bitch like
Like
his
Amber.
babe, like
Oh,
Amber,
let's look
because
into Amber. I was like, Amber. You know, I
I'm
actually think
like
Amber is the most hated a TV character has been since. I don't think
hated,
Skylar from Breaking Bad is as
really.
hated as Amber. Like no,
Do
Amber
people
is
hate her?
there is.
Yeah.
I didn't know Amber was
Oh wow.
hated until I saw there was a YouTube video essay about Amber being a terrible person, and it had 1 million+ views. And I'm not even shitting. Like
Wow.
Amber is hated.
That's the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, now she's a despicable character, to be fair.
Despicable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you
so,
know, I
so in
stand
the
with black
show,
women, but what
let's
did
let's
she
not get
do?
into
so let me so
this.
in the comics, so I think the hate transfer from the comics to the show,
Okay.
Oh,
because in the comics, like from what I read, like she's just a terrible person, like throughout.
really?
Like in the show, she's just annoying. Like
Annoying,
in a
Yeah.
yeah.
sense, like maybe this season she'll actually become as terrible as she is in the comics, but
Mm.
like in the comics, apparently, like she's terrible. Like she's something
So,
else.
so my thing is like maybe that's like because of the expectations that people have of superhero girlfriends. Like, what if Amber's just a terrible? There's terrible
But
people
does
on like.
no, but like first of all, I don't think a lot of people know that he's invincible, right?
No, no, I'm
And
not. I'm
then
not saying the show. I'm
it's
saying
not
like
like,
us in real life. Like we
oh,
always
do
expect to
we?
have a Mary Jane to a Spider Man or like a
I've never
nice
expected that
girlfriend.
too. I'm trying to see a superhero with a bad bitch.
No, I'm not
What am
even
I?
saying
What
nice.
are you giving me, Mary Jane for?
Now I
Please, I
think
want you to see a
You,
hottie and a stallion.
you sound
Yo,
like
that's my man.
Stephen A. speaking about the Dark Knights, and like I'm not even gonna get into this, but he's like Batman in the Dark Knight is running around the city. If it was Halle Berry, you'd understand the running around the city, but not this babe. But no, I don't even mean like nice in that man. I just mean like you're required
Yeah.
to be understanding. Oh, he's a hero.
mhm.
I'm so sorry. This that. But what if Amber's
Oh,
just a regular terrible person? What if she's
I mean,
purposely
the
written
thing
like that?
is, I don't know. So like from what I remember, first of all, to be fair, like she's the one who kind of like moved to him because he was scared. He's scared of that babe. Like I still don't know to this date how he pulled her. But maybe she just saw him and was like, "Damn, that's the man for me." But like she moved to him, gave him her number or whatever. They had the first date. He kept on bailing. She's also not very, because if a man bills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, that means girl, you gotta go. Like
She
that
knows
man
what
is
she
not for
wants.
you. But then to be fair, she said that she had clocked that he was invincible, obviously, but like why didn't he tell her? Because he eventually like revealed it to her. And I was like, baby, it's a secret. Like
Like
he was
that's
trying
just
to
what
protect your life. I
superheroes
don't
do.
know. Yeah, so I mean, I never had hate for her. I didn't understand her decisions to consistently and persistently chase this man that was like
So that
always
that was your own
flaking.
problem with Amber.
No, my thing is like he's always flaking. Like you're a bad bitch. There are a lot of other people that want you. Like you don't need to have this man. But then maybe he got the sauce that we're not seeing. But like
Exactly.
Maybe
I
the
don't
art wants
know.
what the art wants.
Maybe there's something about
True.
Viltrumites. I'll keep my thoughts about Viltrumites PG. If you want to hear my like
I'm
unfiltered
PG.
thoughts about Viltrumites, go listen to our Invincible season one. I think wrap up that I did with Chinedu. It should be somewhere on our on our
Hmm.
feed.
You're gonna have to insert some sound bites or something because I don't remember you saying interesting. I'm gonna look it
just
up.
just go check. But yeah, speaking of Viltrumite and Viltrumite love, Debbie man, Debbie is. I don't even know what they're going to do with Debbie because I don't know if this show has the how do I even describe it? I don't want to call it depth, but I don't know if it has the bandwidth or the space or the time to properly deal with what Debbie's going through. But I want to see where it goes because she got that card from um, Olga, if Olga's her name, and they didn't reveal what that card was. So I wonder what it's going to be. And she said it helped her. So
Yeah,
I thought she was gonna
always.
hand her some like weed or some shit like, hey yo, go smoke this one time.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
interesting
weed for
you brought
20
that
years
up.
of lies.
Guy, he called her a pet. I don't
She
even know
needs
how
something
she's still
stronger,
like
man.
Yeah, can't lie. Even if she smoked colo or more. But yeah, I mean, the card thing was pretty interesting, right? Because like
mm,
Olga handed her the card, but like she kind of just left it on the table, right? And if you notice at the end of that scene, Olga is still holding the card. So they kind of didn't really reveal if she took the card or not. But I think that's also going to come into play like later in the season, right? Because even if she didn't take it now, I think she's going to take the card eventually. Then we're going to find
hmm
out what the hell all that is. And it's probably going to be like a whole deeper subplot, I'm
Yeah.
guessing, because it's like, bro, that card was a black card with red lines and dots. Like,
hmm
what the hell
It
is
was like
that?
Source code or something. I was just like, what does this mean?
Yeah, so this is going to be pretty interesting. Maybe that's going to be the focus of like the storyline this season. But I definitely agree with you talking about how like they might not necessarily have the bandwidth to go deep into our whole story, right? Just even from the setup of how the season is going, there's definitely
Yeah.
going to be a lot of stuff going on, even just from the Angstrom standpoint, because like I said, his powers have like opened a whole rabbit hole. Like there's so many things that can be done in this
Yep.
season just off that. So like deviating from that arc is going to be very tough.
I was gonna ask you guys actually, what would be the criteria for your ideal dimension? Because
Oh, oh
like
yeah.
when those our homeboys, our blue men, henchmen,
Yeah.
they were like, we need if they want to be sent into like a dimension that has good food,
And they're
no
worshipped.
superheroes. Da, 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 da.
Hmm.
So what would your ideal one?
I prefer not to speak.
Uh-uh.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely my ideal dimension would have no superheroes. Them niggas be causing all kinds of problems, bro. I would like a regular ass dimension, bro. Like the only way I would like a dimension with like heroes is if like I'm the strongest. Like if I have the best power, bro, and nobody can fuck with me. Like that's the only way I would be in a dimension with heroes. Apart from that, obviously there has to be good food. Definitely
Yeah.
good food. Like that's
Jaye,
that's that's a no brainer. Like
enjoyment.
obviously like the dimension like has to be advanced. Like we can't be the kind of humans we are seeing today in that kind of dimension. We need like I need to be with like people of higher minds, bro.
I'm
Like
fucking dead.
racism, all that dumb shit needs to be gone.
Gotta go. Period.
I want an advanced society, bro. Obviously. And
Fair.
obviously, last but not the least, I need bad bitches out there. I need diversity, bro. Like, like,
Guys,
like.
I'm just reading a text from Victoria. She said she needs a dimension, which I agree with her by the way. She says she needs a dimension to be all Meg the Stallions, like 7 billion Meg the
I'm
Stallions. I
screaming.
don't
I mean,
That's
that would be a
very
good
fair.
time.
That's very
yeah.
fair.
So I agree. And I think I'll just jump on the back of that and say that will be my own dimensions.
Megs. No, but also, I mean, there has to be good vibes, good music, good food. Yeah. For me, this work shit, this 9 to 5 nonsense that we're
Yeah,
doing, that shit gotta
true.
go.
Honestly, yeah, ban that.
That shit
Ban
gotta
that.
get the hell
No,
out of here.
dusted.
Um, yeah, obviously good weather. None of this rain. Okay, I mean rain could be nice, but none of this dark England
Yeah, dark at
darkness
five
and
o'clock.
coldness, and yeah, it's not cute.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
there's
pigeons, no
there's so
birds.
much to think about.
It's a
No
lot.
pigeons, yeah.
All
No
my
What would I
pigeons is
pigeons are
crazy.
ban?
gone. Huh?
What would I ban? I'm thinking what I would ban. I actually don't know, man. No, like nobody. First thing that comes to mind is nobody that puts the toilet roll back where it's facing on the thing, so you have to
What?
roll it. Like,
Oh,
this
so
is such
like
a weird.
I'm screaming.
Yeah.
He
So
said
like,
the nitty gritty.
so just yeah, a dimension without people like that, and without certain types of people. Nothing strong comes to mind now, but yeah, maybe it's one that doesn't have some types of foods.
Some types
What
of
do I?
food.
Yeah, what do I really hate? All this garbage that people be eating, man, like pie and mash or something. Get them God.
I'm screaming. Yeah,
But
there's good vibes, good times.
that's a great question. I'll think about it, and then for our next week recording, I'll have a
Yeah,
better
that can
answer,
be our
more
question.
streamlined.
You
Yeah.
guys have questions in this, don't you? Like the
Oh yeah, we do. We can put
Q&A.
questions.
What
Yeah.
is your ideal dimension?
Let's do a
Get a
dimension.
feature on the podcast.
It's true. If we like your answer
Mm-hmm.
very much.
So another thing in the show, right? Like, so Immortal is still like super suspicious of Mark, right? Like, how do you
Yeah.
guys
Mm-hmm.
feel about that?
Fair, valid. Because that
Yeah.
guy ripped off. Nah.
He's been
I.
killed twice, hasn't he?
Yeah.
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 And he's been killed in other dimensions, apparently. But nah, that guy, he got his head ripped off now.
Yep.
And then he came back. He basically relived it when he got like brought back. Nah, it's
Yeah.
on site. I'm even surprised he didn't just see him and just kill him as per revenge. Yeah. I
That's
would be
fair.
suspicious. Of course. He got it in his blood, in his veins.
And he might as well he's probably worried that he this is how Omni Man looks to all of them before.
True. Though Mark is giving more like not bimbo, but like I don't know, not clown either, but whatever the whatever the in between is. Not super serious. He's still a bit, I don't know, unassuming or something. But Omni Man, when I looked at that man in his eyes, it's scary.
Yeah.
That's a scary man.
That's but see the things it's so funny you even bring up the immortal because I guarantee you that guy is dying at least twice more in this season. He's already died once, but I guarantee you he's gonna die twice more in this season. But yeah, guys, are we? I feel like we've covered most of the episode, and looking forward to
Think so.
episode 2 and 3. And I think we're gonna have 4 episodes this year, and then they're gonna take a break, and then the remaining 4 will come next year. I'm not looking forward to the cliffhanger they're gonna leave us on in episode
Right?
4, but
Mm.
we'll be here covering every step of the way with you guys. This is just an intro into
Fun.
season 2, slight recap of season 1, and
Mm-hmm,
then
mm-hmm.
we might combine episode 2 and 3 together, depending on how the episodes are. Some episodes are meatier than others, and hopefully we'll see you again. And I'd be joined by hopefully Victoria and Segari with
Say
the full
hopefully, are you
cast.
gonna kick us out or something?
No, I'm
Like,
saying hopefully you guys are
we gotta
free.
fight for the position.
You guys are busy people, so
No, I'm gonna make time.
hopefully we can get you guys again. There's time zones and everything. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on. If you're listening, if you got this far, thank you for listening. Go like the podcast, go rate, listen to our other episodes, man. I've even stopped sharing the podcast. I don't believe we've not covered something that you watch. So please go listen, like, subscribe, talk about it. We're trying to make it out the hood and put people onto good TV. So please make your way to the feed. Even me, that's part of the podcast. They put me onto shows and movies all the time. So please go and
Same. I forgot Gen V was back until I saw like
exactly
the podcast.
go,
Like, oh damn, I gotta get on
go,
that.
go and find your square roots. So thank you guys. Have a nice day. I shall see you when next we join Mark and his constant quest to stop getting beat the fuck up, man. Omni Man left Earth and this nigga's still getting beat. Like he's
Guy,
literally the strongest one here now. He's
like
still getting beat the fuck up.
he gotta hit the gym, hit the training
So,
camp or something. Cause
something's wrong, man. I actually need to see. This is one thing I want to see this season. I want to see a really strong female Viltrumite. That's my thing. I'm gonna put that
you're
in.
looking for a good woman. He
A
said, I like
really
you
good
strong.
woman, very 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 strong, and yeah. And again, go listen to my season 1 wrap up of Invincible. All right, guys. Thank you.